Hello, my name is Feenstra, and today I have an interview with a special guest. His name is Salar Zarza. He's a filmmaker, actor and director. So, welcome Salar. Can you tell the audience who you are?
Hey, first of all, thank you very much for this interview. I appreciate that. My name is Salar. I'm a filmmaker, as you said. I'm also a director and an actor. Besides that, also a writer and a martial artist.
Nice. What are you doing for living? Can you tell me more about that?
Sure. I have opened a production company in 2009, whereas I, in the beginnings, was focused more on music videos, corporate films, and then finally moved on to filmmaking, specifically feature film. And that's the way and also the focus of my company now.
Okay, and how did you enroll the film industry?
Well, that's a funny story. I, of course, from the beginnings believed in myself while I did not finish specifically anything that presumably looks like I would be enrolled in this film industry in the first place, but I went to acting courses in Amsterdam that I took. Then I emailed and spammed the hell out of the whole film community. I wrote directors, I chased producers, actors alike, and then with a bit of help of a friend of mine, Ron Smorenburg, who was living in Bangkok, he helped me back then introduce me to a production company in the UK, Modern Life, and with Ross Boyaski's help landed my first role in an action film. And then I progressed and I also took cinematography courses, and of course my company acquired different kind of cameras, and I had a business model. I bought a Red One and I quickly enrolled in feature films with, first of all, making a film for a Dutch film company called Vigilance, and then other films.
I have another question. What did you study before you start filmmaking?
The last study I followed was international law at Rijksuniversiteit Groningen. And then before that I studied different kind of like social work, and I right after elementary school I went, it's called HAVO, and did a lot of courses as well, master classes. I had a master class with Rutger Hauer. I had a master class at a Dutch film company in Rotterdam, and that's where I learned really cinematography and filmmaking, and progressed myself up until being able to produce my first feature film.
A lot of things you do. What are your plans for the future?
Well, first of all, I'm also currently working on a film. It's a very interesting action film I wanted to elaborate some more on, which is Out for Vengeance. Currently in production, and I have a cast of 30 foreign-based actors from all over the world coming for this exciting film. It's a feature film, an action thriller, consisting of many international actors. It's a very exciting story. I have a great team to work with. It's truly a very exciting project, and yeah, I really like filmmaking, so I already planned a second film with my production company that I will direct, which is of course the sequel to the first film, because I can't put everything together in one film. So that project is called Out for Vengeance 2, Back to Revenge, which hopefully I will be working on later this year. So currently Out for Vengeance, and then besides the other offers that I got to work on other films, I'm focusing myself on Out for Vengeance 2.
I read that you worked with a big name like Tong Po. I really liked the teaser, what I saw. And how did you guys meet each other?
Well, that's quite an interesting story, in fact. I was listening to an interview with the director of Kickboxer, the film with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Tong Po, Michael Kissy, The director, his name is David Worth. I listened to his interview on YouTube and then on Facebook when I saw that also he was a teacher or professor at San Francisco University teaching cinematography and for filmmakers. I was interested and left a message on Facebook which Justin Ray Harvey replied to, who originally in that sequence interviewed Michael Kesey, but also Tong Po and Melissa Kesey, his wife. And when I left that message, I got in touch with his wife Melissa Kesey, and then from there on, besides also my agent Ineke de Vos in Amsterdam, who optioned me for Jean-Claude Van Damme's film in Hong Kong last year, and I was submitted to the cast, and then I got in touch with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I was in touch with Melissa Kesey, Michael Kesey, who was at that time making a film. It was called An Eye for an Eye, The Pact, and later retitled to Bara. And he in fact liked my presence, he liked my work so far, so he hired me for working on his film as his right hand, Jafar. And also I was the cameraman, and with a colleague of my production company I went to Morocco for an extensive shoot in the desert. In 6 weeks we shot Bara and then worked, and we got to know each other, of course, because you stick to each other, so working intensively. And we developed some other projects that we would work on, and now Michael Kesey is working on Out for Vengeance as Tariq, and also an associate producer coming to the Netherlands for his role.
And when do you think that Out for Vengeance will be in the cinema?
Well, be in the cinema it's quite hard in the beginning for a filmmaker or producer to say or to truly estimate, because it's the distribution company that will release the film. However, as a production company, have received interest from an LA-based distribution company, well established, and they offered to release Out for Vengeance in foreign territories, foreign sales, and then also asked me to cut 2 full scenes together and to help their team to guide and do estimates. So we're happily working and progressing towards finishing this film, which still is in production, and from there on, after post-production, of course, we'll get in touch and work intensively with several distribution companies and see. I can't give any names yet, but I will promise that Out for Vengeance will be released this year. That's what we intend to, and we got a lot of interesting offers already, because we have a very, very exciting cast from this perspective, in fact, because there aren't that many companies that are in fact hiring all actors from abroad. Mostly they're locally based, local actors. And now for Out for Vengeance I took an unique possibility into working with foreign-based actors. So we have Russians, we have Americans, Australians, we have from Africa, we have actors from Dubai, from Europe, from everywhere around this world, all coming together to make a beautiful film. And hopefully we will bring this film to you guys very soon. So expect this film to be released later this year. That's all I can say for now.
Awesome, thank you very much, and we look forward to see Out for Vengeance. I wish you all the best with your endeavors.
Yeah, thank you for having me on your show again. I want to let the audience know, and all of my supporters, fans, friends, family, but also thank you for making this film happen, and you guys will all see this beautiful film. I hope you guys will like it. Thank you very much.